Hi, and welcome to a very special episode of Rantz. I'm Shubon, he is Chris, and we are counting down to the Champions League final.
Yes, we are, baby. Yes, we certainly are. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's so good to be a Spurs fan right now. It is.
Yeah, I think we say this as a recording. Arsenal obviously beaten 4-1. And it's I don't know. But do you know what? It's not about them. It's not about doing better than them because it's about being the best team we can be. But
exactly that. I mean, I didn't actually watch the game. I was kind of shocked when he told me the scoreline. It was I thought it was actually going to be a lot closer than that. Especially as from what I understand, Arsenal had a lot more fans there than Chelsea did. But,
I wasn't even watching. I mean, you know what, the funny thing is, it actually looks worse than the West Ham Stadium, or looks the same. Because it's like a big athletic.
It's the same, yeah.
It's like an athletic track. It literally is an athletic track. It is
the old Olympic Stadium, isn't it? That's what it is.
But it looks really bad for me anyway. But because literally there's literally no one around the sides of either pitch. You know.
Exactly.
So it looks. Honestly, it does look as bad as West Ham. So,
I think there's a bit more atmosphere there than there is at West Ham, but yeah, by the by. But yeah, so well, I'm not one to congratulate Chelsea, and I won't. So, the big one is on the Saturday, isn't it? And I know good few people will be going over to Madrid. Around about 10,000, I heard.
Well, 10,000 with I think it was 15,000 with tickets. 20,000 without, you know, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, the funny thing is, so I know one guy, literally, he's got a ticket. He's flying. He told me he's flying from Luton, and he's cost him £700 for his ticket.
That's crazy. That really
and I know one person's got a ticket for £25, but it's like you have to go honestly through British Airways, but you have to go via Alicante and then like to Madrid or something.
I wish I did that because mine's a long journey itself.
This was literally only like a last minute. Somehow she got hold of this flight. I don't know how.
Oh.
So it's one of those weird flights. Someone's dropped out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got it, but she got it. And but now but the thing is, she can't get accommodation. She can't.
That's
fine.
Well, she can do now. I mean, for what's in the website, there are a few people dropping out of it and things. So she can get some decent accommodation if she can. If she looks at it right now on booking.com and places like that. So she could be lucky. She could
have accommodation, but it's just so ridiculous. I mean, like, one of the reasons I didn't fly out because obviously some of you guys may know I was actually watching this in the semi-finals in the States, and I spent my money went there because. This is the thing, the Champions League for me was always about, basically retaining our best players, attracting the best players, you know? I was never about, should we actually ever win this? It wasn't like, obviously that was like, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Real Madrid.
You have little faith, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm talking to the man that basically booked, a hotel in, was it Kiev last year, a hotel. This year in Madrid. I have no idea what hell they're playing. What hell they're playing the final next year, but they got a hotel booked for that as well.
I know, Istanbul.
So yeah, he's got a hotel booked for that as well.
Oh, within a couple of weeks when their website allows it.
So it's but like I said, it was always for me it was always about just being there. Never dreamt we could actually win it. And, no, I mean it's. Honestly, I get emotional now if I think about it because it was like it always seemed to. I mean, people when I was asked on a different pod, what was my when did I really think that we could do something? And I was like, I was under Martignol,
Yeah.
And I thought, and obviously that horrible lasagna game season, but
that's when we first had the belief, though, wasn't it? That's when we
first believed.
I think, anyway.
Well, I first thought, well, do you know what? It's like, we're not here to make up the numbers. We can actually, you know, we have to be in their shadow, because people forget. I mean, I think it's just incredible how fortunes can rise and fall. And people forget that the Arsenal team 2 years prior were the Invincibles, you know?
Yeah.
And
yeah, that's true.
2 years, and then 2 years later, they're struggling to even, you know, qualify. They relied on West Ham and essentially a bit of lasagna to knock us out.
I'm glad you're in with that. I completely forgot all about that.
Well,
about memories.
I'll tell you this right now. I've not had a lasagna since.
Oh, it's crazy how things have turned around. But even though AVB was a little bit earlier when he made the quote, see, he was kind of right when he said that Arsenal were on a downward spiral, and eventually we would take over. It's just that it never really materialised under him. But I guess, I mean, if I was just looking at the Tottenham perspective, really, we were always building towards this point, especially. I know the way we kind of went through managers very quickly and stuff like that, but when we got the right man in, we already had most of the building blocks in place. Obviously, the stadium plans were in the offing, and the training ground was in the offing as well, and they've managed to get those completed and get everything in place for when the team starts building up and getting to this point now. I mean, we're not even fully, I wouldn't say we're 100% the finished article now. Obviously, we're not. And and here we are right now.
It's just, I think adding to the squad right now, because right now I think man for man, I think we've got a very good side. I think apart from say Trippier, I don't think we have any real notable weaknesses. That's something I don't get. This is one thing with Trippier and Davies. If they've been injured, why not get their treatment? They've been carrying injuries all season. Why did they not get the treatment? I just don't understand that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that in the group, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's kind of puzzling because since I heard that he's been carrying an injury for most of the season, it's kind of. I know people who didn't actually believe it, just kind of thought it was just an excuse, really made an excuse for his kind of poor form this whole season. But if there is truth behind it, then he's not really done himself any favours whatsoever, and the club haven't really done him any favours either by continuing to play him when he's obviously injured and out of form. But yeah, it might be something that I'd have to look. If he's really that badly, still carrying an injury, then he can't really go to the Nations Cup because he's been picked for the squad, hasn't he?
Well, he's not been included in the squad. But for Davies, I think he's probably pissed off Ryan Giggs now because he's chosen the the Champions League final over the nation. There's some qualifying things that Wales have to do this season.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it's not Europa League. It's something they have to do. So I think he decided. It's not one Giggs can hardly say, well, no, put club for country for a club. You know what I mean?
So some meaningless game over a Champions League final. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I know there's, but basically he'll be missing for the whole of the season, the whole of the summer. Basically rehabbing some. How do you say he's having a double hernia operation or something?
Yeah.
So something like. I say he's able to play, but basically, if he plays on any longer, he will be in a lot of pain, basically. And I mean, there's no adage that everyone plays with slight injury. Everyone plays with a bit of pain. I mean, I think. Do you remember? Was it Gary Batistuta? At one point, he was in so much pain they're going to amputate his leg because the pain that he was going through.
Yeah.
Every single day. So, and like you do have these injuries, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Saturday. I mean, obviously, I'll just go from my lineup, and you can say yay or nay. I'm going to have Hugo in goal. This is where I get tricky. Either Trippier or Aurier. I don't know which one to pick as right back.
I'm kind of leaning towards Aurier, really, mostly for his kind of pace, but at the same time,
easy match fit.
That's the thing.
You've got obviously, I think Jan and Toby picked themselves. Obviously, David Rose at left back. Midfield, this is where it gets interesting because Harry Winks just had his groin operation, but he said he's fully fit to play.
Yeah.
So if he's fully fit to play, and he's not match fit, it's different because he's physically fit and match sharp. But I think it's been 3 weeks since anyone's played football.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool said they were going to have they're going to have one friendly or something. But even then, it doesn't really, obviously, to help. It does get a few minutes in your legs, but that's why I am kind of like half and half. But I'm going to go with the probably Winks and Soka in midfield.
Sounds good to me.
And this is where it gets tricky. So I want to play Kane up front. I really do.
So you're doing 4-2-3-1 then, okay?
4-2-3-1, and I feel sorry. I feel bad for Lucas. We're not playing him, but because I think obviously his heroics in Amsterdam. Oh God, I just see a bunch of shirtless Chelsea fans. That's never a good sight. But
bring them on, I say.
Yeah, but what shall I call it? I just think Kane is that kind of player. I mean, obviously he could go 120 minutes, and I think it could do. I think it will be a 1-1 draw or 0-0, and it'll go to penalties. I think it will. I think, although the games at Liverpool obviously was a bit closer, and the game obviously at Wembley wasn't as nowhere near as close, I do think we have, and obviously over the season, Liverpool have been superb over the season. There's no dispute about that. I think in the head-to-head when we actually played them, there wasn't a huge difference between us and Liverpool when we actually played them. And same with City as well. But although I actually wanted us to lose that game, but away.
Well, anyway, I'll gloss over that bit. But I was going to say that.
No. I wanted Liverpool to lose. Therefore, I was happy for them to lose that game.
Well, I was going to say that. Yeah, I mean, once we got our act together in the game at Anfield, the game was pretty much just one-way traffic. We should have won that one until their own goal. I think that's the bit that worries me the most. Is that we start games really slowly, and that's not like us at all.
I don't think it's like us, but my thing is that I just don't think we had the score. I think this season the Premier League, I think, has shown that you have to have that deep squad and to avoid injuries. And I think Liverpool avoided a shitload of injuries.
Yeah, but
up until the end of the season, I don't think they had many injuries.
But it wouldn't stop our pressing game, would it? Those kind of injuries, would it?
No, not a pressing game, but we weren't able to play the combination we were looking to play.
No, but at least we could try and stop the opposition, and that was kind of the things I think we weren't doing. I mean, literally as soon as the game kicks off, within 5 minutes we're a goal down. It's just, literally there's no concentration whatsoever at the start of the games, and then that's kind of the thing that we weren't seeing much of last season. This season just kind of creeps in, and I don't know if there's anything to do with squad depth or anything like that, but it's to do just literally with the concentration of the players that we have, and that's the bit that's just kind of annoying and really uncharacteristic. Well, it's become our character this season. How many games have we gone in a goal down after 5 minutes?
Oh, 10 minutes. I mean, Ramsey in that game against what are they called? Against the Goons, sorry. As if we had to get punched in the face to wake up. Oh my God, that is an absolute cavernous stadium. How the hell do they possibly expect to have any sound in there? honestly, it looks like an absolute. Just looking at it now, it does look like an absolute cavern right now.
I imagine if it's full of like 68,000 Azerbaijanis, there's going to be quite a noise.
Well, everyone seems to have left already.
How many minutes left?
Second, sorry?
How many minutes left of the game?
Well, it's been about at least 10-15 minutes. I mean, obviously the Chelsea fans. Obviously the Chelsea fans are still there, and so obviously
all 12 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. But congratulations, it was really interesting because, I don't know, you look at Chelsea, yes, they had Sarri, and yes, they signed Jorginho, for a huge amount of money, Kovacic on loan, But he didn't really, and obviously they had Ross Barkley for this season, but they finished a point ahead of us.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't. I mean, if it wasn't for Eden Hazard, you know, doing what he did, I can't imagine that they would have been anywhere near as close as they were. And
I think less to do with Chelsea, more to do with the fact that we won one game in the last 10 or something.
Yeah, I think ultimately we just don't have the squad depth to basically mount a challenge in the Champions League and in the Premier League. You know. And someone just jumped, but security jumped someone trying to take a picture of Eden Hazard.
My security. But yeah, I mean, in terms of what we're going on Saturday, I think we just have to stay switched on, and we just have to match Liverpool in the early stages, because obviously they'll come out all guns blazing, won't they? And we just have to try and match that and weather that as best as we can. Because I'm just more worried that, especially after what happened in the semi-finals, in both legs in the semi-finals, where we just literally went a goal down after 15 minutes in the first leg. We were a goal down after 5 minutes in the second. It was
I'm hoping that we don't. It's really weird because obviously we took the lead against City in
the first leg, yeah.
In the second leg as well.
After going a goal down after 4 minutes.
After going forward, but it was just very strange. It was like, I think it was De Bruyne playing for the whole 90 that game. I can't remember. But,
he was, yeah.
And De Bruyne, I mean, I think what people may forget about De Bruyne is that he's been injured most of the season. I think if De Bruyne had been there for much more than he was, I really think Man City could have even broken the 100-point barrier again this season.
Yeah.
And I think that's the difference. I definitely do think that. I think when we played Liverpool, I can't remember if Kane was fit for the Wembley game. I can't remember if he was fit for that. But
I don't think so. No.
But we were all looking at who's going to play because we just didn't know, because we were literally so injury ravaged. And I definitely think this game, because obviously I've obviously living in London. Obviously, I know a lot of Liverpool fans living in London. Obviously,
London's third or fourth biggest team, isn't it?
But they were like, and like the funny thing was I was in Brooklyn, so I was watching. They had basically just done. Obviously, Liverpool had just lost the title, and they were doing their songs, and I was singing. And for some reason, Liverpool fans decided to sing "We Are the Champions." So even though they'd lost the title, because they were so convinced that they were going to win the Champions League, you know. And we were looking at it, and all the Spurs fans are looking at each other like thinking, "We're not singing this." We're not singing this at all because we haven't won anything yet.
Yeah.
And Liverpool think, you know, literally, the game for them is the coronation ceremony. You know.
Yeah, it's just a formality, isn't it, for them? That's what I'm thinking.
I want to think that. I need to keep thinking that.
Yeah, same.
I do wonder who's going to judo, you know, Salah. I don't know, but it's interesting one because Salah. Because I actually made this joke before Spurs. I said Salah goes down easier than Jordan. See, you got that, and the other bloke got that. But I keep forgetting that I wasn't with any other American, any other Brits with me, so therefore none of them got that. But I don't know. I mean, hopefully, you know, the referee won't fall for any of his antics. I mean, some of that. I mean, that Fabinho, what the hell that was? It was literally looks at the linesman, falls down, free kick, and I'm like, what? So this is, I mean, people forget Gareth Bale was getting macheted down, and then was getting booked for getting macheted. Yeah.
Do you know who the referee is for Saturday then?
Apparently, he's a guy. Apparently, Paul Smith did a preview. Apparently, we drew when he were playing against Benfica. I think we lost the game he was in charge.
Oh, okay.
It was a game against Benfica, I think, because we drew in that game away, so we lost at home.
I was there.
And then I think we lost in the game before. I think that was the 4-3, Gareth Bale. So so basically when you were there for that as well. So whatever happens, I think we'll end up scoring 3 goals.
Well, that's something then.
As long as I can see 3 goals, I'll be alright with that.
Exactly. But I'm kind of happy that Winter's back then, so I'll sleep a little easier now.
So you'll be, because you fly out there tomorrow morning, so as you're recording this is Wednesday. So
tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
And that'll be interesting, because just to get the atmosphere, and obviously, this is like, because obviously we can't call it away days, because the actual away days people will sue us. But I mean, a Champions League final has to be the ultimate away day. It has to be.
Yeah, it certainly feels like that at the moment. When we win, it's going to be even better.
I mean, it's because I was chatting to one of the guys, because obviously I go to the Coach and Horses. That's the pub me and Chris drink at match day, and I'll go there
Pick up the
Friday.
Coach.
Pick up the Coach. I go there on Friday evenings to pick up my Chinese food and have a little pint, have a sneaky half pint. But the thing is, it's one of the guys. He's actually already out there. He's in Murcia, I think, for about a week, and then he goes. Literally, they take the coach from Murcia, which is like 3 hours, and then they're going to be in Madrid, and then they have a coach drive them back back to Murcia about 1 in the morning. How the hell he's going to make it for that coach sober? I have no idea. I mean, I can search that toilet. That toilet's going to be an absolute fucking disaster in that coach toilet. On the way back.
That's an image I really didn't want. But yeah, as long as you're celebrating the victory, I'm sure that he wouldn't mind too much at all.
Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's going to be. Because I said hopefully. I mean, I have my tickets for. I'll be in the stadium. I don't know where I'm in the stadium, because for those of you who don't know, one of the problems I had was I couldn't get tickets because I'm only a member, and my friend isn't a member, so I had to wait till yesterday to get tickets. Oh, and Aspilicueta almost damaged Europa League.
Almost damaged.
Yeah, because he was holding up, and he was walking, and he almost clattered it against one of the things above the.
One of the stands.
And then literally, like the media stands, the little scaffolding, and he realised, he was like, "Oh, we bring this in the stand quickly before I smash it against that."
Oh, that would be funny if that happened.
That would be fun if that happened. It's interesting. I mean, Arsenal being chatting shit like, oh, if they won the Europa League, they'd have a better season than us. I'm like, I don't think so. But I don't think that's how it works. But this is what I feel. If you look at this, what Chelsea have been doing, they basically get Emerson always in space, and we can't do that. Robertson would absolutely smoke Robertson and Mane will smoke the shit out of Trippier.
Yeah.
If we give that, that's why I think we're going to have to play not a semi-fit. I'm sure he's fit now. He's 3 weeks. Because I don't know what injury he had. I know his father had passed away as well, so I think they gave him compassionate leave because of that. So, and I think he does look fully fit. Yeah, it's not as if he was having like some serious injury, or only like a muscle injury. So, I actually would start with Aurier, and if he goes to the penalties, 10 minutes to go, bring on Trippier. Yeah, because obviously he's dead piece, but his ability to set pieces. You know.
Yeah.
But
sounds good.
That would be my thing. I mean, obviously, I just think it's incredible. Like, this is how depleted I know as well. We have George Marsh and Oliver Skipp as part of the 23.
That would be awesome for them, wouldn't it?
Well, for Oliver Skipp, I mean, Skippy deserves to be. I mean, for those of you, I've been talking about Oliver Skipp since he got in the Champions League, or since he got back in the Champions League, all 3 years ago now. I was watching the Europa League, the Youth League?
UEFA Youth League, yeah.
And he just looked superb. He just always looked to make the right decision, never looked rushed. And obviously, when he's gone up a level now, he's in the Premier League, obviously, so a much quicker game against much better players. But just in terms, he's still able to make a pass. He's still showing some real quality. And
yeah, exactly. No, he's the real deal, and he's only going to get better as well, and that's a promising thing. And it is kind of good the way we kind of used him this season, so that he gets bedded in and he gets the experience that he needs at this early stage. And then hopefully next season he'll get a few more games and get a bit more responsibility. And, you
should have seen Hazard's man of the match, though. Hazard, literally, when he plays, is incredible. The way he just bamboozles defenders.
Well, he'll be La Liga's problem next season, so, it's all good.
I love how they were saying they lost the Premier League. It's not lost the Premier League. It's lost to Chelsea.
Lost to Chelsea, yeah.
I mean, you're worried about the lost the Premier League because you're thinking there are people that are genuine Hazard fans who will now basically become Man United, Real Madrid fans as a result.
Pretty much, yeah.
But in that perspective, yeah. But in terms of that's modern football for you. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in terms of like Robbie Savage, who I have so little respect for. I mean, honestly, you should just see. I mean, honestly, the stuff the running he does is just incredible. I mean, this guy is. I mean, I remember basically. I think it was the Chelsea 5-3 game, and I was like watching him, and I was thinking, my God, of all the players I'd missed, because it's only when you get to see these players live, at the stadium, you just appreciate how really good they are.
True. Very true. That's I still have no respect for him.
Yeah, but no, definitely that. I mean, obviously, he could have been our player. If Chelsea hadn't won.
Exactly. That's why I have an issue with him. I remember the whole evening playing out as well. Where it was like, will he go to Spurs? Will he go to Chelsea? That just peed me off when he chose the money.
Obviously, what player wouldn't? I mean, I'm not. I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, your playing career is only X amount of time. He wouldn't have made anywhere near the amount of money, even with a new stadium now. So tell players to believe in this project, Yeah. Whereas that's the thing. I mean, because obviously there were pictures. I think Ozil was on the bench. He was on the bench this game. I think they either benched him or started on the bench.
The big games that he wouldn't have started because can't really be trusted in the big games.
But it's just interesting with people saying we should give Toby what he wants. Here's the thing: when they gave Ozil what he wanted, he was playing shit for them anyway. He wasn't playing good for them anyway, and they still gave him loads of money. Whereas Toby's had, I think, not touch wood, an injury-free season, and he's played. I think he's been probably. I think Jan still has the edge, just on him, just in terms of how he stepped up, especially offensively. But I think Toby has been probably one of the defenders of the season, easily.
Yep. True.
And I think the one problem that we've had, I think one of the reasons we've really struggled in terms of defensively, is that we haven't had a player that we can just give the ball to, like a Dembele or like a Harry Winks. I think losing those players has made us so much more porous, because unfortunately Winks and Dyer just don't have that passing ability, and they can't just give the ball to pivot, and they're not press resistant. They can break place up, but they haven't got the ball skills to break up the press. And I don't know. I mean,
that's
I think
where Sissoko comes in.
Yeah, I think if you look at I don't know, is it Milner? It'd probably be Milner, Wijnaldum, and Henderson in that midfield.
Yeah, Fabinho's injured, I think.
I know Katie's injured. I don't know Fabinho, but
that's what I meant. Katie's injured. Yeah.
I think Fabinho will start. I think Fabinho's a solid player, but Henderson is now playing more of an attacking player. But I don't want this to be. No, I know you're going to giggle and laugh at this, and I don't mean this to be an insult to Jordan Henderson. I don't.
Oh, insult him.
I'm not going to insult Jordan Henderson. He could be. Anyway, but even though he's playing more attacking, I don't think. Oh my God, Jordan Henderson has scored. Oh my God, we could be in trouble here. Because he's better attacking than he is as a defensive midfielder. I don't think he's got the real quality. I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good player. But in terms of who would you want as an attacking midfielder? Would you want Dele Alli or would you want Jordan Henderson?
Well, I think that answers itself, really, doesn't it?
And who would you want as that defensive player to hoover up, to make the tackles, make the interceptions? Would you want Sissoko or would you want Jordan Henderson? And I think this
as well.
And I actually think we can win this in midfield. I think if we avoid doing the turnovers low. I mean, for me, I wouldn't even bother. I literally would look to play in the holes behind, because they like to play like almost a front five, like a 2-3-5 almost.
Yep.
And I literally look to say, look, we're not going to play long balls up to Harry Kane. Ideally, I would love for us to have a 4-3-3 of Kane, Lucas, and Son. But I think obviously you've got to play Eriksen as well, and you've got to play Dele Alli. But I just think, oh god, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. They just showed Ozil's face behind Emery.
Go on, giggle away. I know you wanna. Go on.
I'm not. I've got a massive smile on my face. So that's how it was you. You fucking tempted me to giggle.
Hey, well, no, you just got to let it out. You'll feel better once you let it out.
Okay, I'm not saying anything more after that at all. Especially with Dick Henry around. But, no, I just think. I look at our team. I think we've got an impact sub. I mean, obviously, they'll point to Shaqiri as their impact sub.
Mm-hmm.
But I think definitely Lucas is a much better impact sub than anything Liverpool have on the bench.
I don't think Lucas can be classed as an impact sub at all. I mean, he doesn't do anything when he comes off the bench.
No, I'm saying when he comes off, though, I think he does better off the bench than say Sonny does. Sonny comes off the bench. I think Sonny's a better starter. And not saying Lucas, but
better than Kane. That's what I was trying to think. That if Lucas started and Kane's on the bench, obviously because I was thinking more of his fitness and the recent injury.
Yeah.
Kane will have more of an impact off the bench than Lucas would.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying in terms of our players, I'm saying when Sonny comes on, he's not what I call a good impact sub. I don't think he's that great an impact sub. But now, like, we've got Lamela fit as well. I think he's fit. Yeah, and we've got Lucas as well. I mean, and plus the thing with Lamela is that he's going to put a tackle in on one of those plays. Yeah. He's a guaranteed. I mean, I tried to put a bet on him getting booked in the final, and nobody in Ladbrokes would not refuse to take my bet.
I think they probably know it's already written in the stars.
But I think because you've got Lamela, you've got Lucas, you've got Wanyama, who can come and shore things up, Eric Dyer, who can come and shore things up, and obviously if say an injury happens, you've got Sanchez. But I just think
not too bad a bench by the sounds of it.
Pardon?
Not too bad a bench by the sounds of it.
It isn't. No, I mean, you've got Sanchez, Dyer, Lucas, Lamela, Llorente. That is a pretty good bench.
Yeah, and
yes. No, I don't think we had. I don't think we had a lot. No, I don't think we did. We had a lot of injuries, but you want it. It's 23. It's a 23 that wins you the league title.
Yep.
It's a 60. It's like it will be the 18 players that we have that will help. That will help us win. The European Cup final. But
23 because we've got 12 subs.
Yeah, 12 subs. Oh shit.
Yeah.
12 subs. I keep thinking it's going to be like 7 subs or anything, but yeah, I mean I mean Liverpool have got an incredible squad to pick from, without a doubt. But if you look at their defence, I mean, if you think, oh my God, you've got Matip or Lovren coming off. I mean, Matip, I think he's their weak link. Matip,
Well, yeah. After the two that play between him and Van Dijk.
I think it'll be Joe Gomez that starts, won't it? Joe Gomez?
What do you think?
I'd assumed it would be Joe Gomez and Lovren, but
Van Dijk's not playing.
I mean, so Joe Gomez and Van Dijk. Sorry. I'm saying that if you're looking at a subs bench, you think, well, something. I'm not asking for anyone to judo Van Dijk or Gomez.
But you'll be praying for it.
I'm not praying for it. I would prefer someone someboed them instead of judoed them. But it was more of a case of. I actually look at our subs bench. I'm thinking, well, that's a pretty good. You've got good quality. I mean, maybe we're lacking a bit in midfield. Because obviously, we lack a passer in midfield, and obviously we lack someone to say Eriksen gets tired. But and we've got Juan Foyth in midfield as well, who we could actually, even if you wanted to, he's got very good passing ability. We could use him to shore up the midfield.
He has to play the ball forward anyway, so yeah, that's true.
As long as he doesn't do a Bournemouth. You know, just let the ball go. If you lose the ball, just let it go. Or stay on your feet. You know?
I think you mean Wolves then, yeah? Although you made a mistake in Bournemouth, yeah. I can't really keep track of all of them, so...
But I just think, I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I am quietly confident that we're not going to get smoked. And I think we can get a win out of this. I think it'll be 1-1 or 1-0, 2-1 or something. I think it'll be a close game. It'll be a lot closer than Liverpool think it is, because, yes, over the season, they had 97 points. That's because against the crappy sides, they basically handle their business, you know? And against other teams, they just got very fortunate with freakish penalties. I mean, do you remember that goal against Everton? That weird Pickford, what the hell he was doing?
Oh yes, yeah.
I think they. I mean, I do. Just as people think we rode our luck in the Champions League, I did think we did. They rode their luck in the Premier League, and I think they actually. Do you forget they rode their luck in the Champions League because yes, Bayern Munich did win the league eventually. That's only because Dortmund threw it away rather than Bayern Munich actually winning it. And yes, I think it was. Yes. All right, to win at the Allianz Arena, that's but I mean, basically Dortmund, Bayern Munich aren't the team they were 3 years ago.
No, they're an old side now.
They've rapidly aged. I mean, if you think about it, in that final against Inter Milan, basically back in 2010, you had players like Kroos, you had players like not Kroos, what am I saying, Müller. Well, Kroos did that team as well, but Müller. You had Robben, Ribéry, and I think you probably had that. I forgot that Spanish lad, Martinez.
Martinez, yeah.
I think he was in that team as well. So I'm just saying that they've really significantly aged.
Well, because all the players are still playing for them, aren't they? I mean, I think Ribéry did he just sign a new contract and he's like 35 years old or something?
Robben. I mean that's the reason why they wanted Hudson-Odoi for so long, because they recognise that they need to get these kind of players because those players have age. I mean, so I'm saying, and then they got Porto. I mean, Porto, they are obviously such a very tough team to play against, obviously, compared to Dortmund.
They've had very fortunate draws throughout. And
I mean, Barcelona, give them credit, that was, but I think it's a weird one. I think Barcelona, yes, they beat the shit out of them 3-0 in the first leg, but the second leg, they just didn't know. I think the thing about Barcelona is
Liverpool took them apart the way that I said that we should have taken Barcelona apart. If you beat their press, their midfield and their defence is absolutely shocking. So Liverpool just bypassed their press from the front and just literally got at them each time. So it was no real magic. I was just kind of surprised they didn't actually score in the first leg at the Nou Camp because they had many chances to score.
Yeah.
Actually, they actually dominated that game at the Nou Camp.
If it wasn't for defensive errors, I mean, I think that's the problem we've made. We made errors, and they've come at fullback, whether it be from Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker-Peters. But I think if we can avoid those errors, and Lloris as well, Lloris as well. But I think that if we can avoid the mistakes, I don't know. I'm quietly confident. I wasn't actually. I'm still not. But I was listening to. I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to pick up another pod, but Hot America had Mickey Hazard on, and he said, "Look, if we win the Champions League, it cements our progress, and if we don't win the Champions League, it doesn't mean we haven't made any progress. Because look at the progress we've made into reaching the final. To reach the final.
Yep, that's true.
And it wasn't a case of like we've been dependent on one player, saving our bacon. I mean, that people forget that Lasagna season, how many times Henry came to Arsenal's rescue.
Yeah.
We've had different players step up to the plate, whether it be Son, whether it be Llorente, whether it be Lucas. I mean, it hasn't been our talisman that saved our bacon. It's actually been other players that have come up, and they've shown that fighting spirit. And as long as Dele Alli doesn't get into a fight with because I think that could happen. I think Ronaldo or Fabinho could try and wind them up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as, I mean, I'd rather...
Like Ziyech tried to do in the semi-final, you mean?
Yeah, I think as long as they leave it out there, he can control his temper. But he talks about it today. Mark Hamilton, he was like saying, how did he know to make that pass? Because I think, the way Xavi and Iniesta, they know their teammates. And that's the thing. If you know your teammates, that's the one thing that us not signing any players, we've been forced to know each other. We haven't had to learn someone else's game. And I honestly do think if we can add to our midfield, add to our fullbacks, then I think we can really, go to the league title. Because we've shown that when push comes to shove, we can hang with the best teams easily.
Yeah, true.
And I think, and even in that game, which I know you're pissed about us wanting me. I don't want us to lose, but if losing meant that Liverpool didn't win the title, I was okay with it. Against Man City, we could have easily won that game.
Should have won that game.
We should have won that game. Yeah, we really should have done.
Both games, the home and the away games, we should have won it.
So I just think that sometimes the rub of the green, if it goes your way, and obviously that horrible NFL pitch, I think it was. But no, I'm just feeling I'm feeling quietly confident.
Yep.
So anyway, this has gone on for a little bit longer than I was hoping for because I need to go get some sleep. Because I'm actually up at 2 o'clock this morning to do for my fasting.
I've got to be up there as well for my last few hours at work before I fly out.
So that will be interesting. So will you be like, what's that song? Sunny Spain. You know that song? España. Oh, Sunny Spain. I'm sure you won't be singing that. I'm sure you won't be singing that to the people you work with because they'll probably be throwing darts at you as you leave.
I'll be going over with a sombrero and everything, just to literally wind them up. So it's all good.
Sombrero, which is actually Mexican, not Spanish, but still.
Hey, they know the difference. Come on, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that casual racism aside, I think that I'm sure Liverpool. Speaking of Liverpool. No.
Nice segue, you got like that.
That's what I do. But I definitely, I don't know, I'm just feeling confident that we can actually get the result we need. And so.
Careful, you're starting to sound like me.
I know,
I'm happy clapper. One me in here.
There's only room for one happy clapper.
It's a good feeling, right?
I don't know, it's just, the way I look at it, it's not the fact that, not that I'm saying that I think we're going to win this. I think, because they are a formidable side, and give them all credit, they are a formidable team.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
unbeatable.
They're not invincible. They're not.
Yeah. I know they only lost one game all season in the Premier League, but I don't think they've been that good on their travels in the Champions League at all. I think in the group stage they lost all their games. I know they beat Bayern Munich away, and Porto as well.
And the mighty Porto. Don't forget the mighty Porto.
Yeah, exactly. So there are a few chinks in their armour that we can explore, and if they are playing a friendly before they take us on, just to get match fit, then that could actually work in our favour as well.
And I think they won't have that Anfield Cup. So you're in the Bernabeu, so you've been to Bernabeu before. So are you in behind the goals, or are you in the middle of the Bernabeu, or where are you sitting in the Bernabeu?
Well, miles up in the sky.
Not Bernabeu. So the Metropolitano. Where are you?
Metropolitano. All right. I'm actually literally right behind the goal.
All right. So literally, it will be the battle of the wall versus the cop.
Yep, and we'll see who sings loudest because
the thing is, there'll be a whole bunch of people that aren't even Park Laners that will be in the Park Lane, and I think, I don't know what the Anfield Roar is. I don't know what it is. What do they say when it's the Anfield Roar? What is the Roar Cup?
I don't really know because I only sing when they're winning. So all the other times are just very quiet, so I can't really say.
Well, I'm really hoping we win this just to piss off Jamie Carragher and to piss off Graham Souness, because you know what? That guy has had a bee in his bonnet about being basically told that, you know what, just wait your time, bide your time. And he obviously went after Liverpool, Middlesbrough and then Liverpool kind of thing. And for me, would love to piss in his chips so badly.
Well, waste of good chips. But yeah, no, I completely hear you. And just the way they're so confident about how things are going to pan out, it would be so sweet just to see Hugo Lloris lift that trophy just as they're trudging off the field, and to give a round of applause to the team at the end. It's going to be very nice.
Yeah. Well, at least we know one thing, though. I mean, if at least the Spanish police will be busy that night because there'll be a lot of cars nicked anyway, as they look to leg it out of the stadium. And on that bit of casual racism aside from me, so I don't know how many more of these that we're going to be doing. I think we are going to do a wrap up at the end of the season, obviously, and our thoughts, for the season coming ahead. But for me, it's been an honour to do this with Chris, and
it's been a good first season, hasn't it?
It has been a great first season. Obviously things, obviously with my gym addiction, as Chris calls it, I can do as many next season. I don't know, but it's been really good to do as many as we have done. And this is from me, Shubon. You can find me at the real Shubon, and you can find Chris, a man like Chris, at Crisandro, CRSANDRO _.
Hey. Last one of those of playing season, you got it right. Fantastic.
Could be the last one. I get. All right, I admit I got more wrong than I was right, but I was getting increasingly more than right.
Getting very confident now. That's good.
Yeah, see, I'm getting increasingly confident. You can see the fire is stoked. I can hear the bells. You know. The funny thing, the funny thing is, I actually almost took a taxi to go to the Rocky statue. I couldn't find it because they've moved it from the steps to the downstairs, and they said to him, where's the Rocky steps? And he said, it's over there, so I just got out of the taxi without even paying the guy. He could have taken me round and round and just got me, like, it's over there. I thought, that's pretty honest with you. But we are the underdog. But I think there is something. We are the underdog in this, without a doubt. I mean, and I think that, it's not the size of, of the dog on the fight, it's the size of fighting the dog. And I think the thing is, they've been able to buy their way out of their problems, whether it's been goalkeeping or defending or in midfield. They've been able to buy themselves out of it. But we've had to look within ourselves, get ourselves out of the problem. And I think that will stand us in good stead no matter what happens on Saturday.
Yep, very true.
And
very true.
So but for Chris, do you have any final words? I'll give the final words, Chris.
Well, not much I can say really, other than it's going to be one hell of a day on Saturday. It's actually going to be one hell of a trip as well, and I'll be producing an away days video.
You can't call it that. You're going to get sued.
Away space days. There you go, sorted. And so I'll just take in all the stuff I'll be doing out in Madrid, including game day as well, and. It's going to be fun. It's going to be cool, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully, you all enjoy it as well when it comes out.
Well, do you know what? I will be. I think I'll be in the stadium, and I don't know how it's going to be because I have no idea how they're going to have the TV. How are we going to watch these bloody screens in the stadium? I have no idea. But it's sold out. 62,000 people. How can I be going in the stadium? It's like Daniel Levy's dream. Do you know what I mean? and if you're a Liverpool fan and want to watch it in the stadium, take that. You can reach for the skies. You can. I can't think of any. I'll take that song. So I have no idea. I'm out.
I think you probably know more than I do, but yeah, that's all good. All right. Also, everyone check out the Road to Madrid video as well. That's coming out as well. That'll just get everyone reminiscing about how we got to where we are, and hopefully work into a few good memories as well. And we're quite a few up for me, and looking forward to the final chapter of the season.
Definitely. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. You all take care now.
Take care.
We actually are, the Tottenham supplement. We're trying to make, essentially, we're making videos for fans. So if you do enjoy this video, thank you for watching it. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button. If you want to see more from Tottenham Supplement, please subscribe by clicking the Tottenham Supplement symbol on the bottom right of the screen. And was actually that's what your bottom right there. And don't forget to click the bell to alert you as we try to release videos at least 2 times a week.